Welcome everyone to another Dan show. Dan O'Toole.
Kylie.
Nice to see everyone. Some big news today. I know some of you astute followers have already picked up on it. I'll let you have the honors.
We're not a broken record today. That's what I want to say. And what that means is we closed PicMii. After all those extensions that we kept doing, just to keep going, we closed it. So whatever you want to read into that, go ahead and read into it, right?
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Let your imagination go wild.
We can't say what we can't say, but you guys know, I think you know what that means. So
yeah, and also what it means for us is a moment to reflect on how appreciative we are for so many years of support.
Absolutely. We have our first 3,000, right? The first 3,000 investors. Thank you guys for being our very first 3,000. We've memorialized you on our plaque. But even if you're part of the first 3,000, that also means that you're part of the first 5,000. And so we're trying to figure out a way to pay homage to all of you that pre-funded the company before the rest of the world caught up to where you guys are. So you're pre-public 5,000 or whatever term we come up with for that. If you have an idea, throw that over to us. So when we go to New York, we want to be able to have some cool swag that memorializes that. So anyway, if you're in that first 5,000, everybody that's funded this company to where we are today before we go public, we can't thank you enough. And so this is a big day because, we kept extending these raises to kind of optimize, but we're to the point where, we had negotiated to be able to cut the round short when it was appropriate. And we've just made the determination that now is the time to shut that off. So thank you guys.
And Dan just got in here after meeting with our CFO really quickly to get the latest numbers. We did officially just close the crowdfund last night on PicMii.
Yep.
And so we're getting the final tallies in.
Yep. And you can show when this comes out a little blurb about it closed, so you all know it's closed. But yeah, on this raise campaign, both direct and through PicMii combined, we hit $5 million. So get a really good number, right?
Yeah.
We have a burn rate, and crowdfunding has been really, it's been everything for us. Really gotten us, to where we are. We wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. But at the same time, you can never get ahead of your burn rate when you're crowdfunding. It's a real grind, as you guys know. And so that's why we're going to the public market. We need access to major capital, and so we can announce something there too, right?
Yes. We will, right? We will.
You know what? I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it right now. Yeah, don't tell anybody, okay, guys?
Don't tell our PR team. Hello, me.
Don't tell. We have a deal where we're going to be raising $40 million once we get to the other side of the transaction here. Once we go public, we'll have access to $40 million, which is a significant accelerant for everything we're trying to do. We're going to hire great new people. We're going to develop in a bigger way than we've been able to do, engineering wise, production units, probably get a bigger space to accommodate, more people. And everything's linear. We're going right to from investment to development to the field. So we're going to be work really hard to make everything accretive. As we go public, I'd like everybody, hopefully you'll hold your shares. Hopefully you'll buy more. And if you have to sell, I want to shake your hand and thank you for being with us and doing what you did. You're a co-owner in this company. You're in the first 5,000, and we celebrate that, and we'll never forget you. But I hope you don't leave. We want you to stay around for the big times, which are going to be in the future here. So what else we have on the list here?
Well, we wouldn't be here without the years of crowdfunding. It just wouldn't have happened.
That's
and
right.
Like you were saying, the burn rate almost matched the incoming because what we're doing isn't cheap. From all different angles, it's not. And I will tell you, I've never seen, there have been days where we were like, we can't spend any money at all today.
That's
How do
right.
we bootstrap this to get us past this finish line?
Thank you for not buying that pencil sharpener.
Right.
No. Hey, it's tough. You guys run businesses. You work at companies. You know what it's like. But the thing about when you're taking investment from people that really don't know you and are wanting to back and support your concept and your vision, you take that very seriously. I always say, when you're raising money with a backdrop of Sam Bankman-Fried and Bernie Madoff and Enron, the default is always skepticism. And, we want to always counter that with genuineness. And so that's why I put my phone number out there. If we have the audacity to ask somebody to put one dime in this company, we should be on the other end of a call if you want to reach out to us. So we don't ever want to change that. We don't want to go crazy and start buying tickets to, suites at the Colts or Pacers or any of those kind of things.
I mean, I would love that, but
yeah, well, we'll go scalp some outside and get a deal. But that's it. When you put money in here, that's what you're getting, and we're looking for some really exciting things. Who knows what the future is going to hold, right?
Yeah, we're seeing a clear picture of what some of the immediate future could look like, and the conversations we're having are really exciting, and they are coming to fruition without being able to divulge many details at all.
You already made me to say the 40 million, so don't.
That was not on me, Todd. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
So let's stop right there. But we will have some great announcements that things are really coming to fruition right now, as Kylie said.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to be able to tell you guys about that, and I can't wait to be watching CNBC and see ARAI, the ticker, which I shouldn't be talking about, but
right, he's breaking all of the rules right now.
I love that. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be a big day when we first trade, and then what we're going to do, we're going to go public as quick as we can. We're going to start trading. This has been a long, journey, as you guys know. So as soon as we get the official go ahead, we will start trading. Of course, we're going to get you guys all your info. So you can get your shares placed with your brokerage and all those kind of things. And we want to be the company we want to invest in. So stay with us on that. But once we get that going, then we're going to orchestrate a date in the future so everybody can methodically plan to come to New York, because we're trying to get the Guinness Book of World Records there.
We are. So I've been meeting with the Guinness Book
of
World Records. It's exciting. They think that we're on to a pretty cool idea. And I've already given them our plan, and now we're kind of waiting on the next steps. And obviously, we need to know what day to have them there. So that's one of the hurdles. But we really want to get as many people as possible to celebrate the bell ringing when Arrive goes out there for that day, and create the world record and hold the world record for the largest public listing bell ringing.
We want you to be a part of that. And I don't know if you guys have seen the picture of me, which I'm excited about. I'm going to show it to you if I can pull it up real quick, because what I'd like to do is I'm hoping that let's see if you guys can see that. What I'd love to do is get a picture with as many of you as I can on the bell ringing podium there, and then give that to you. And I think that'd be a great memory of our moment of what we've created together. Yeah. And we have 5,000 shareholders. If we could just get 80%, right?
Yeah.
4,000 people. I think that would be a record that would never be broken, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it would be very tough, because we believe firmly that we have the most loyal and largest investor community out there. It doesn't get any better.
We do. We love you guys and the engagement that we have all the time, and the passion that you guys share. And it's always really cool. So
maybe we can ask for some recommendations as far as how to commemorate.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
So ahead. We've been talking about what would you appreciate as the first 5,000 and the first 3,000 as a way to proudly acknowledge that you were one of the first to believe in this vision.
Right.
And so would that be a shirt? Would it be a hat? Would it be a coin? Would it be
a design? I know a lot of you have, are very artistic. If you come up with any concepts and you want to share those, if we select to use something, obviously you're going to be a recipient, but we'll hold that up to everybody and let them know what you did. So that's fun. We have always had cool submissions from our investors. We love that. So yeah, and going out to New York, we can't afford to pay. As the fiduciary of your money, you wouldn't want us to do that anyway. But we'd love to have everybody out there. We'd love to have a big party where we're all celebrating together, high-fiving and all that, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And love to have some really cool swag where we're all wearing the same thing in Times Square, and everybody can see that you're affiliated with Arrive AI. So those are some cool things that we can look forward to. And I also want to let you know I have a bet with Rafi King. I don't know if you guys all know Rafi, our
Sure they
investor
do.
relations guy. He doesn't think as many people are going to come out as I do. So help me win that bet and prove Rafi wrong. Okay, so that's a personal challenge. So, couple other things I just want to throw out. I want to give a shout out to Paul Yvonne and Laura, his wife, for coming up big and helping us here at the end and come over, get over the finish line. I want to say thank you to Brian and Tina Grigsby for coming through in a big way as well, and an old friend of mine, John Freeman, for coming in as well. You guys know that the legal expenses really got high on us. We didn't anticipate having it go this long, and the different turns and different obstacles that came our way, and to get over those, we needed some funding here at the very end, and we're able to get some silver bullets, and don't ever take that for granted. And I'm not diminishing anybody else that even put $1,000 in or $100. Really appreciate every one of you. I hope you know that, but they really came through with a personal request of mine, and really means a lot. So thanks to everybody.
I also want to mention where we have been very focused on transparency and communication.
Yes.
The way we go about that will have to change in a degree.
Don't bring this down.
I know, but I want to say that I applaud you and how transparent and communicative you've been to this group.
Thank you.
And how wonderful it's been to get to know everybody who is backing us. But as we prepare for the public listing and whatnot, we're having to learn a whole new set of standards that we're going to have to abide by. But there are going to be direct channels to stay in the know with every single announcement we make. Dan's not going anywhere. You're still going to be the star.
Knock on
And
wood. I hope I don't die. I hope I don't die right after we go public.
Oh my gosh, don't even. Okay, cut the video. We're taking it out.
No.
But just know that this is rare, and he has he has taken every single comment personally.
Some of them were hurtful too.
Some of them were hurtful, but way more often, he was sending us messages of support and confidence from you guys, and passing along to the team. And so we've all been beneficiaries of that positivity, because it can be stressful on this side of the equation too.
Sure. And it's hard to be great for every single person, and that's the thing that's tough, because everybody that came in as a co-owner, and we don't want to diminish anyone, and I don't want anybody to feel like they were left behind or not acknowledged, and that's a real hard. And as we go public, I know it's going to be even harder, because we're going to have more investors, and they don't know us like you guys do. And but anyway, we're always going to be here, like Kylie said. We're not changing. Our culture is not going to change. We're not going to sell out to Wall Street and get rid of all our phone numbers and all the things that all these companies of today, you can't reach anybody. We're always going to be here. We're never going to forget you either.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a big day.
It is, and it's getting bigger. So stay tuned, because imminently we will be coming through with new announcements. One of the risks of giving info in real time is you believe what you're sharing is always going to be true and accurate, and then things change. Sometimes you feel penalized because you kind of jump the gun to share something, but I'd rather be out in front and sharing even a little ahead of certainty, because that's what the company I want to invest in. I don't want to find something out negative or even positive after everybody else knows. I feel like as an owner or a shareholder, you should be right there. So that's our promise. You guys know us. Love you guys. I don't want to linger on here and get sappy, but
you're gonna start crying.
Yeah, you got a Kleenex over there. So anyway, a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Kylie, thank you too.
Yeah, of course.
Good sidekick. I appreciate that. Okay.
We're having a lot of fun.
We are.
So yeah, that's all we can say. Just stay close to your social media, stay close to our announcements, and we are going to keep you as informed as humanly possible.
That's right. Thanks, guys. See you soon. See you in New York. Peace out.